Hi friends. Oh my god, it's been so long since I've been on here. Like the last time I was on here, my hair wasn't even gray. That's a lie. I probably had colored it, but it's gray now. I'm in my new office. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. It's so nice. I know. I'm so excited about it. Anyway, so I'm on here because I have been reading a ton of arcs and I have just been like not being very well at making videos about them. So that's what I'm doing. Yes, you will be seeing me in the same shirt for multiple videos. So that's just because I'm filming everything in one go and I'm not gonna change into different shirts because that seems like a lot of work and I can't do laundry right now. So, you know, so anyway, so the first book that I want to talk about right now is the one that I literally just finished like 2 days ago. And let me tell you, that bad boy is still weighing heavy on your girl's brain. I mean, heavy. Okay. Like, I've honestly been thinking about it since I finished it the other day. And I read it in a day. It was 430 pages. I read it in one day. Like, I haven't eaten a book like that in like a long time. So let's just say it was real good. Let's just say some responsibilities were neglected. Okay. So the book is called Talk to Me at Midnight by Stephanie Harina. I have never read a book by Stephanie Harina at all. I just found her in this group that I'm in on Facebook, and she had posted the synopsis for the book, and I was like, oh my god, I want to be an ARC reader for that. So here we are, we're ARC reading. So the book is called Talk to Me at Midnight, and it's about this girl named Yanissa and this guy named Ash. So Yanissa is in school to become a teacher, and she's living with her mom, and her mom and dad are like going through like a really bad time. Her dad, like, I don't know, her mom kind of gave me the impression that she was like a little bit of a gold digger, and like the dad was just like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. But her dad was also like super abusive towards her mom, which was like, so like trigger warning like with that, because there is a little bit of like you don't like see the domestic violence, but like you see the result of it. So like just a warning there that you are going to be seeing something like that. So Yanissa, she has to get, I hope that I'm saying her name right. Hopefully I am. She has to get a new phone, and she has to get a new phone, and then she starts getting like what she assumes is like a spam call. And then like later, like at like midnight or something, she gets a call, and it's like some guy being like, basically, hey baby, what's up? You know, like those creep, like, you know how you crank call people, like, not how you crank call people now, because like you can't really crank call people now, but like if you're like a millennial, like you remember back in the day when you would like crank call people and be like, hey baby, da-da-da-da-da, whatever, and you hang up the phone, right? You guys remember, right? I'm not old. Anyway, so then turns out the guy who was crank calling her wasn't the guy who owned the phone. And so the other guy who owned the phone, Ash, who we love, he's like, hey, I'm really sorry, my friend's stupid, blah, 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 whatever. Hangs up, whatever. So then the next night, Yanissa accidentally calls him again. And I'm not really sure what the timeline is with them. Like, I don't know how long they like know each other through like the whole book. I want to say it's like a couple of months, but I'm not like positive. So anyway, she accidentally, like, her and her mom get into like, well, not really her and her mom get into this big fight. Her mom starts like screaming at her because her mom's like, why are you asking your dad for more money? And why aren't you doing this? Why are you doing? Really, I don't like her mom. If I'm being honest, like her mom just does not, she's not a good mom. Like she just is, I don't know. She's basically using her daughter so she can get money from her husband. But her husband has already like moved on, and she's like, well, I'm not going to grant you a divorce. And he's like, that's fine. Like, you don't have to divorce me. Whatever. I'm getting ahead of myself. So Yanissa and her mom like get into this fight or whatever, and she accidentally calls Ash while her and her mom are like in this fight, and he like sits on the phone for like 20 minutes like listening to her like cry and listen to her mom like scream at her and like all this stuff. It was nuts. And so then he's like, hey, like it'll get better, blah blah blah, whatever. So they hang up, whatever. So then like eventually they get to the point where they're like, you need someone to talk to, I need someone to talk to, let's just be like pen pals, right? So pen pals, phone pals, right? So they call each other midnight her time, 1 a.m. his time. They talk for 30 minutes. They get off the phone. They do it every night, right? So then like something happens, and so she lives in Bangkok and he lives in Thailand. Where does he live? I don't remember. They live in different places. I know she lives in Bangkok. I forgot where he lived at. I'm so sorry. But anyway, so like her dad like comes to her and her mom's house and is like, y'all gotta go. Like y'all need to move to this other place. If you move to this other place, I'll like send you money, blah, 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 whatever, just to get you out of my face, which is nuts. He's like, get out of my face. I'm sending you to wherever. So they end up going, and Yanissa, and like I'm pretty sure she teaches English at like a school, and that's like what she's going to school for, is like teaching the English language. And she's like an early education, like a kindergarten teacher. So she goes to this other school, and of course, like, you know, but I know, like, I'm like all over the place, but her and Ash, turns out her dad is sending her to the same city where Ash lives. And so she's like, oh shit, I'm going to be living in the same city as Ash. I can't tell him because like she thinks that he's going to think she's like a stalker or whatever. So like she doesn't tell him that she's moving to the same city as him. And then it was so crazy because then he walks in to this, so like first day of like, not classes because they don't have classes yet, like teaching classes. So they're like doing like group activities or whatever. And he created this new like way to like teach English. And so she's like at the school, and like he's there like teaching them how to teach it. Like he's training them on how to do it, right? So so she sees him, and of course, like she looked him up. She knows his name. She looked him up. She saw his picture, and she's like, that could be him. That could not be him. I don't really know. So he walks on stage, and she's like, oh shit, it's Ash. She was like, oh my God, that's the dude I've been talking to every night for weeks. She was like, and everybody's like, oh, he's so fine. Like, oh my God, like everybody's got a crush on him, right? So then she's trying to like hide from him and like not draw attention to herself. Like it's like this whole thing, right? It's so funny. And then her chapters are labeled midnight, and then his chapters are labeled daylight. So then after we finish her midnight ones, we go to daylight, and he's like, yeah, I knew it was you the whole time. Like he was like, I knew it was you from like the very first like time that he saw her. And she was like, how did you know? He was like, well, I found your picture from your old school website. And she's like, okay. So like they both knew it was each other the whole time, and I thought that was hilarious. I'm like, oh my God. And they were trying to like act like it was so funny. So then like there's like, but Ash, because of who he is, like he's funny. And so he knows that it's her. So then he starts like fucking with her, right? Like he starts calling on her, and he just starts messing with her, which I think is so funny. So then like they find out it's each other, and like blah, 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 whatever. And then he like, it's like a whole thing. And they like have to go through this whole thing together where like she's like the best qualified to like, because they're trying to get like some money or like partner with like this other company, and they have to find someone who can like do a presentation on like the system or whatever that they're doing. And so, you know, they test the teachers, they like showing them how to do the stuff, blah, blah, whatever. And like, of course, they're like, you know, doing evaluations of the teachers, and Yanissa is like the most qualified one, right? Well, then come to find out, because like some little shenanigans had happened, right? Like, not like anything like spicy or nothing, because like it's not a spicy book. Very wholesome, actually, TBH, super wholesome, except like a couple of parts I was like, but like there's no like sex or anything like that. So like, if you don't want a book that has smut in it, this does not have smut in it. But Yanissa was the one who was gonna get picked for it, but then they picked another teacher, and he's like, oh, no, we're not doing that. Like, we're not doing that. Yanissa's the one. We have to do it. And they're like, well, you guys were doing some shenanigans. It was caught on camera. And he's like, I don't give a fuck. So then, you know, they go through the whole thing. And like, okay, I'm not going to tell you like how it ends or whatever, but I will tell you that Stephanie broke my heart because it was a happy for now ending. It was not a happily ever after, and I was very upset because I was waiting for my HEA and I got an HFN, and I was like, what the but there's supposed to be 2 more books. This is supposed to be a trilogy, and I hope Stephanie, look at me, Steph, look, me and you, right here, me and Stephanie, right here. I hope and pray that it is a continuation of Ash and Yanissa's story. Because if it's not, I will be very upset. I will sob. Because I was like, from the very first phone call, I was rooting for them. From the first time he stayed, like she was on the phone crying. She hadn't even said anything to him. She didn't even realize she called. He could have hung up. He stayed on the phone and then gave her words of encouragement. And then he was the one who was like, I want us to be friends and I want us to talk every night at midnight. And then like at one point she was like, we can't do this anymore. And he was like, but I want to. And she was like, we can't. And I was just like, you know, oh my God. It was so stressful. Like, y'all know that like GIF or like that video of that girl who's like, like really quiet. Like that was me, but like actual sound was coming out. And like my cats were looking at me like, what is wrong with her? Like I was having a lot of feelings because of the HFN. Like I just was unprepared because like they were like, yeah, we're going to talk. We're going to do this. And then they don't talk. And then they don't talk because something happens. So then they can't talk. And I'm like, what's going on? And then the book ends. And I'm like, Anyway. Honestly, the book was really good though. Like TBH, it was real good. I give it 4.5 stars. It was real good. It doesn't come out until November 11th, which are great belated birthday presents to me because my birthday is November 10th. Stephanie, thank you. So nice to me. Love you. So the book is available for pre-order, I think, for Kindle right now on Amazon. It comes out on November 11th. But I really would love for y'all to read it because it's honestly so good. Honestly, it's just, it was so heartfelt and heartbreaking, and like both of them have to learn that like they deserve better than what they're settling. Like Yanissa she has to learn that she deserves better than what she wants to settle for, and Ash like needs to learn that he doesn't have to take everything on his shoulders. Like he doesn't have to run this business and run this business and run this business. Like he can actually like do the thing that he loves while also doing the other things, but he doesn't have to have his hands completely in the pots, you know? Like he like kind of learns to delegate a little bit. So like Talk to Me at Midnight comes out November 11th. I absolutely highly recommend it. I mean, it's so good. Like I can't even it's so hard for me to explain it because like I want to like spoil it so bad, but like I can't spoil it. And like it was just so good. Stephanie, you have really got your girl over here having a lot of feelings, if I'm being completely honest. And I literally like didn't know what to, like, once I was done with the book, like I didn't know what to do. Like I just kind of walked around my apartment like, what do I do? Like I didn't know what to do when the book ended. I was like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean it's over? What do you mean? I like laid in my bed. Like I literally went to bed, woke up the next morning and was still thinking about it. If you can write a book that makes me think about it when I wake up, like I finished it, I thought about it before I went to sleep, and then I was thinking about it when I woke up, and then I was continuing to tell people about it the next day, you wrote a good book. That was a good book. I liked it. 4.5 stars for Stephanie Harina. I loved it. Talk to Me at Midnight, Ash and Eunice's story is out November 11th. Hopefully the next 2 books in the trilogy will be a continuation of their story. I hope and I pray that it is, because if it's not, I'm gonna actually cry. Like, I'll be sobbing, TBH. So, Stephanie, don't hurt me. I'm already hurt enough. But I will be back with another book review here soon. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you to all of the authors who I told you that I would do a video about your arcs. And I have been slacking because depression. So anyway, thank you to everyone for watching. If you made it this far, I love you all. I will be back with another review here soon. So I will see you guys later. Love you. Bye.